We just got to Monopoli last night, and it's currently 7:30 a.m. the next morning. I'm pretty tired, but I thought it'd be nice to come for a morning swim. The other girls are still asleep. Yesterday was a really long travel day. We left at 5:30 a.m. and we didn't get here until 7 p.m. 7:30. Super beautiful here. I'm super excited to take it all in. So good. After leaving Segonzano around 5:30 a.m., we drove down 2 hours to Venice. After we dropped off the rental car in Venice at the Marco Polo airport, we got a shuttle bus into the city of Venice and transferred to the train station. From there, we took a shorter train ride to Bologna Central, where we transferred to the train ride that goes south to Monopoli. Our days in Monopoli kind of fell into a simple rhythm. We would wake up, we would go to this bakery that our host recommended, and it was very much a local place, nothing fancy or anything like that, but we would get snacks there almost every single day, which we would then bring to the beach as our breakfast. We fell into this rhythm of just going to the beach in the morning before the sun got too hot, and then around 12 or 1 we would head back to our Airbnb for lunch. And in the middle of the day when the sun was really hot, we often went and wandered in the old part of the city. And then in the evenings, when the sun would cool off a bit, we would go back to the beach and just hang out. How did you do that? Thank you.
T'as pas les claquettes, ça va te faire mal.
When you ask most people whether they prefer sunrises or sunsets, most often I feel like people will say sunsets, which is a valid answer because the sun kissing the earth goodnight can be a truly mesmerizing show of colors. Sunrises feel more risky. You have to get up at God knows what hour to pull yourself out of bed, just to walk to a viewpoint where you may be completely let down if the conditions aren't exactly perfect. In a certain sense, it feels as though sunsets are the safer bet. You usually can see them or their reflection without having to travel a distance. You are already awake and maybe out and about. But I always say I prefer sunrises, because I like taking my chances that I might catch a beautiful one. Many a times I've woken myself up at 5 a.m. and walked or driven to a beach wherever I am in the world to see the sunrise. And maybe 7 out of 10 times I barely catch anything due to the clouds. But those other times that I do, man, it's a glorious feeling. Being kissed good morning by the sun, getting to watch her wake up the world, the oranges and reds and fuchsias of the burning ball of fire that feels so far away, yet my skin can feel its warmth. It takes my breath away every time. She's in awe.
Oh. Sì, perché altrimenti non faremo niente. Allora, nella gelato piccolo sì, se vi serve il gelato, vi consiglio di ordinare.
When in Italy. Do you see what's happening?
to warm up.
And that'd be so nerve-wracking.
It was so good.
Last night.
Sad.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles, Messieurs, dans quelques instants, notre TGV desservira la gare de Montbard. Montbard, prochain arrêt. En gare de Montbard, avant de quitter notre gare, vérifiez que rien n'a à bord.
I spent the end of my summer in France with my grandparents. I stayed at this home that's been in my family for years, in the same village that I lived when I lived in France. It was just a very special way to end the trip and feel both at home and far away from home at the same time. I always kind of have this reflection when I go to France or when I'm in Canada. I think when you grow up between two places, you never feel quite at home in either. But at the same time, there are pieces of you that you can only find in one of the places. And I think there are pieces of my identity and myself that I can't really, or I have a hard time being in touch with when I'm in Canada. But they kind of just come out naturally when I'm in France. I don't really know if that makes much sense, but the last couple of days I spent here over the summer were really lovely.
Et ils disaient qu'il y avait bien des endroits où ils allaient commencer aujourd'hui. Ah ouais. Mais apparemment c'est le gros toc.
Alors ça, il faudrait que je mette dans ma caisse
Tiens.
à banane.
Ah, ça va pas aller, ça.
Ouais.
C'est pas la
Voilà,
France, ça qu'il
d'accord.
a fallu mettre. Qui faisait une... Ah bah oui, tiens, tu peux prendre des raisins, là. Et je sais jamais, vaut mieux prendre en large ou en long? Comment qu'il vaut mieux?
La matière grasse, le sel, le poivre. Là, j'ai mis Zahara, oui c'est Zahara le nom, dedans. Et là, il faut dessécher la pâte, c'est-à-dire qu'elle se